Hey guys, what's happening? As I posted earlier today on Twitter, I'm pretty happy. I finally completed a mission I was trying to do at my home course, which is to birdie all 18 holes in my home course. This is through solo play, obviously. I've already birdied prior to this all the 18 holes, but this was due to playing in scramble format or group tournaments or what have you. But it's been pretty awesome to finally be able to birdie all 18 holes. There was one hole that was holding out. We have two par threes at our course that are over 200 yards from the tips. And yeah, they're just, even from the up tees, they're still miserable because from the second furthest tee box, they're still 180 plus. And honestly, it doesn't make them any easier. They're just two holes that have really miserable greens. One of them I birdied a long time ago, and the last one was very much holding out. And in all honesty, that hole is number two on our course. It literally is the kingmaker in pretty much every tournament play, every stroke play event, because it's a hole that even the stroke, like when I go play that hole, I'm going to be honest with you, my goal is to walk off there with a four. Like it's just that hard. It's one of those holes that if you get a par, you're happy. If you get a birdie, you're confused because I just got my first one today after 85 rounds. 85 rounds. And so I'm posting this video. It's kind of a conversation piece, really just to kind of talk with you about setting proper expectations with your rounds because I think so many of us we have even if you're really good, if you're a scratch golfer or a pro level golfer, we get these mindsets of I'm going for broke. I'm going for a birdie fiesta. I expect no less than four or five birdies today, and that's not really the case. A good round for me does have four to five birdies in it, or more. I've had I think highest round I've ever had is six birdies in a round. I was just on fire. Um, but it's tough to do that. An average round of golf for me at my own home course is 2.3 birdies. 2.3 birdies. And I'm posting the numbers over here on the side. You can see the holes and then the correlating number of times that I birdied those holes. Obviously, you can probably see which holes the par fives. Number 1, number 8, number 10, and believe it or not, number 16. Yeah, 16 is the one that I have the hardest time birdieing, simply because it's a dead straight hole, but it plays east to west, which in Oklahoma the wind usually goes north or south. So if we get the wrong kind of wind patterns, it's very easy for anybody to hit it in a very bad spot to where you really can't play your ball forward. It's actually a surprisingly hard hole. Number 15's surprisingly really easy. It's drivable, but nobody ever is able to drive it pretty much because of just the way it plays. So it's really just a chip, a pitch, drive it toward the green, chip it up, and then you have an easy birdie most of the time. Um, but yeah, dude, I posted this really just to showcase to you, like, hey, you can't get pissy wissy when you're not getting the birdies because look at this, 85 rounds. Now I wasn't scratch level the whole entire time I've been playing this course. I started playing the course. And I was probably about an 8 handicap. I've I've changed my equipment twice since then, but also I've really just dialed in like everything, and it's made a huge differences. So my game is so much more tight now than it was when I first started playing this course. But thanks to the application 18 birdies, I'm able to track all this information and see my progress. And guys, look, I'm not Scratch. Sorry, wait, I am Scratch. What? Blah. Sorry, my phone's going off, so it's distracted me. I'm Scratch, but I don't birdie every hole every time. I don't birdie even the birdie holes every time. Just look at this. My best hole is hole number 8, which is a par 5 that, in all honesty, in tournament play would probably play as a par 3. Sorry, par 4, because it's pretty doable to play it as a par 4. There's reasons why we don't play it as a par 4. It's a par 5 at our course. But even that hole, I'm looking at like a 40% birdie rate, roughly about 40%. That's the best hole for me on that course, and I'm rocking it as at a 40%. And I'm, again, scratch golfer playing a par 5. Scratch golfer, easiest par 5 on the course, 40% birdie rate. That's really high in all honesty, and I would love that for every hole. Oh my gosh, I would love that for every hole. I'd be a pro golfer and then some. But I'm just saying, guys, I guess the whole point of this is when you're on the course, and the birdies aren't flowing, chill out. Just chill out, because it's not just you. It's not guaranteed to happen every single time. And ultimately, you can't just expect every single time that you play for every hole to be birdied. Golf is hard. You know, the greens are rough. Sometimes that they aerate the greens. Sometimes they sand the greens. Sometimes you have a 20-mile-an-hour wind. You can't look at every single day the exact same. If they kept the pin in the exact same spot every single day, and you just memorized the way that they played the hole every single day, you still wouldn't have that much higher a birdie rate. You got to just keep in mind these things. Be patient. Be calm. Give yourself some slack. And as always, keep striping, guys. See you around. I'm super happy I've finally done it on this course. I hope to have many other courses in my lifetime that I've completed an 18 birdie challenge. Don't know how many more courses I'm going to have the opportunity to play this often to be able to do, but I hope I get to. See ya, Stripers.